Hi everyone, in this video I would like to show you one technique in order to reach with a discus of 2 kilograms a throw above the 15 meters. So I'm definitely not a rock star when it comes to a discus throw. I barely reached the 15 meter, but I found out in a competition a technique which is kind of easy and useful for anyone who would like to break this given barrier. So of course there are many different variables aspects that you can play with the discus, but I found this one very useful. So the situation is the following: when you start to throw, you get frustrated because this given limit of 15 meters represents, at least for France, the limit at which you can start to make some points. Okay, so if you are below the 15 meters, it means that you are bringing no point, or at least as many points as if you are doing like a 1 meter throw or 3 meter throw. So what I'm seeing most of the time is that people who are launching below those 15 meters are just launching this way without taking advantage of the distance that they have within the area of the discus. I have with me a 1.75 kilogram discus. I have 2 lanes over there. I have a first blue lane, which is at 15 meters. I have a second one, which is at 17 meters. Normally with a 1.75, if I throw without taking this area space, I should be able to just be below the 17 meters. So that's what I'm going to show. Even by using my full power. So okay, so typically here that's a good example. So I just threw at 15 meters by in fact putting a lot of energy into it, and as you can see I don't reach a 17 meters, which represents in fact the limit I should be able to reach with a 1.75. So now I'm going to launch with a 2 kilogram. I'm going to show you these techniques that I found within a beginner competition. So as you know, professional launcher will launch like back to the throw space. Here the idea is not to launch back the throw space because that will be too difficult for beginners, but the idea is to launch front to it and to just do like a U-turn, so 360 degrees, in order to take advantage of the space area, to give some speed to your discus, and then to be able to throw above, in my case above the 15 meters. That's what I'm expecting here. So let's get started. Okay, here I succeed to launch at about 16 meters, something like this. And as you can see, I don't put a lot of energy into it. Here it was all about speed, this ability to make a U-turn on myself. In order for this to practice, you can just be at home. You do not even need the discus. You just need to have this feeling that, okay, so you are going to do this. And if you can just practice this a little bit, you will see that you will easily get 1 or 2 meters of throw more. And you will start, in fact, to understand all this speed, rotating stuff, and so on and so forth. It's not that difficult. Imagine that you are in competition, you are throwing poorly. Basically, you can probably take this technique for the second and third attempt. That's possible because that's not difficult. Just keep in mind on each time that you always need your discus to be thrown in the air and not on a linear axis. If not, high chances that you will not have the expected result. Hope you enjoyed this video and that's going to be helpful.